Shalom, shalom. This is Kapadia, a.k.a. Pops, out of GMS Chicago, with a quick sit-down. Well, I hope it's quick. Before I get started, though, like always, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, the elder bishops out of Connecticut, floating apostles of Ramlab and Rakar, distinguished travelers such as Elder Big Gad, just to name a few. I want to send double honors because they do rule well. For the brethren around the world pushing this truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies and interaction with people on the planet. I send salutations. For the hopeful elect, I hope this is edifying. For the aqua, the few and the true, that still listens to say the charity. Keep doing so, but for the scorn and scoff and reprobate 2/3 Israelites and 17 other nations who are in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it is going to get a whole lot worse. Anyway, you got this old fool, Dick Gregory, that everybody wants to think that he was such a wise man, but you hear him so often say shit that goes clean contrary to the scriptures. And since the scriptures is the Israelite book of their laws, statutes, and commandments and how they're supposed to be living their life, and what was going to make them distinguished from other nations of people, was going to show the people how they're supposed to the other nations, the 17 other nations, how they're supposed to interact with each other, and this, that, and other, how they're supposed to treat each other, but that hasn't come to play yet because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24. This guy here spews his own spin of philosophy and what he thinks he's learned over the years and whatnot, which goes contrary to the scriptures. And I'm going to let this play, and then I'm going to pull enough scriptures to prove the point. So let's let this play.
Where whoopings came from. You ain't never supposed to hear the child. That's where whoopings came from. You ain't never supposed to hear the child. And all that stuff you get out of the Bible, spare the rod and spoil the child. That's the story of a shepherd boy.
First of all, spare the rod and spoil the child. You can't even type that up and get it to come up. Okay? You can't even get that to come up. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Okay? But it is true. You are supposed to whip your children. And I'm going to show you that in the scriptures. Okay? But I'm going to let him finish this rant. Then I'm going to pull enough scriptures to prove that he does not know what he's talking about.
That stick he holds, because the more they walk, the better their fur is.
And that is totally not right.
And so when they get too close to the ledge, he just holds the rod out. And you all ignorant, crazy folk that took that to whooping a child. Whooping a child. You wouldn't hit your Cadillac.
You wouldn't hit your Cadillac. So, first of all, the Cadillac wouldn't be out there. See, and he shows his I'm gonna use a simple word: stupidity. Why would you hit an inanimate object that can't do anything but what the person behind the wheel is having it to do? But now, he says that's not what it means. Let's go get some scriptures and prove that point. Let me go here. Get some scriptures to prove this point. Since he gonna say some ignorant shit like that. Let's go here. Go to Proverbs first, because that's the last one I want. That's having a whole chapter right there of speaking on that. But let's go to Proverbs first. Proverbs 23, verse 13 and 14. Proverbs 23, 13 and 14. Withhold not correction from the chaff, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and he shall deliver his soul from hell. Hell being the condition on earth. This isn't some fucking eternal burning shit that it's talking about. You keep your kid from doing wrong. Those wrongs won't be judged. Won't be sins that I that's held against them when he stand in front of the judgment seat. Like I said, reincarnation being everything. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, but reincarnation being everything, all the things you do in a lifetime, you give an account for at the judgment seat. This is actually the last go around for the Israelites themselves. So they're not gonna be standing before the judgment seat after this particular time passes now, because of the fact that, like I said, the elect is not going to be standing in front of the judgment seat. No, let me stop and rephrase all of that. We all got to give an account. So let's get that part of it straight. But in time past, we received judgment and came back down here. Some are still going to have to do that, because if the judgment includes having to stand in the fire, okay, of this nuclear holocaust that's getting ready to happen here on the planet. If you're destined to have to stand in the fire, then the Lord is going to send your spirit back down here, okay, in flesh, to stand in that fire. Just a simple fact, okay? For the elect, if they pass on this side this time, and they spared, so they spared that fire, if they die now, like a brother just did and was doing the work and all these types of things, he shouldn't have to come back down here and stand in that fire. He'll be raised up and meet up with the ones that's not going to have to die on the trip going into the chariot, okay, to see the destruction of this place called America, because this is where the lake of fire is going to occur. Okay, so that whole hell doctrine and this, that, and the other, you serve that out here on the planet. So that fire is going to be generated here on the planet, right here, mainly right here in Babylon, aka America. Okay, so that's the delivering of his soul from hell, keeping him from having to have a bunch of sin on him that he's got to give an account for at the judgment seat. Okay, that's what that's speaking of. Now, let's go to Sirach. And we're going to go 22, verse 3. An evil nurtured man is a dishonor of his father that begat him. An evil nurtured man is the dishonor of the father that begat him, and a foolish daughter is born to his loss. Means these kids were never raised the correct way. They done grew up, and now they have no good in it. Raise up a child in the way he should go, and when he's older, he shall not depart. That's a scripture. So you're supposed to raise your child up. And sometimes what's required is a spanking. I got my ass whooped as a kid. My son got his butt whooped as a kid, and this, that, and the other. Okay? They keep them because yelling at a kid and all this other kind of stuff won't always put enough mind correction on them to get them to understand that they're not supposed to do certain things. The man said not to hit a child. But if a child is so small that they can't understand what it is that you're telling them, you keep telling them no, you keep telling them no, you keep telling them no, and you get some of these hard-headed ass kids that's going to keep doing this and doing this and doing this. Sometimes you have to say no and smack them on the legs, on their bottom or whatever with your hand to get them to understand when they small like that. As they get older, you may wind up having to go to whatever apparatuses you choose or you deem fit to smack them upon their butts and their legs and whatnot to get them to understand that you're not playing. Period. Oh, I'm going to read verse 10. But children being haughty through disdain and want of nurture do stain the nobility of their kindred. But children being haughty, hard-headed, high-minded, don't want to listen to nobody. Through disdain and want of nurture do stain the nobility. This is what you got going on now. Kids out here so wanting of what they see other people having that they still inherit cats and all this other kind of shit. It was this part of them was never broken out of them when they saw it. You know, I want the Jordans because that's what the kids wear. I want this or that name brand because this is what we wearing in school now. Where if you don't have it to provide for them like that, then that shouldn't be detrimental. My son, I taught him earlier, he never did get a lot of that shit. And he learned to do without and to live without and not try to follow the fucking bullshit setup trend that this Edomite has pushed. Go show you all this costly shit that you can't afford to have. Okay? Bullshit. So now let's go to verse 30 of this same book. Because that's where it goes in at. We can pick, let's just go to Ecclesiastes 30. And we can just read through. Okay. He that loveth his son calls him off to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. So he corrects his kid in the beginning so the kid doesn't go off and do dumb shit in the end. He doesn't become a grown up and think that it's okay for him to take what he wants because he done seen it, he wants it, and he thinks he should have it and he deserves it. And so if he doesn't have the wherefore or the means to be able to go buy it, he just take it from whoever's got it. That's bullshit. Thou shalt not steal. 2. He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him and shall rejoice in him among his acquaintance. You got a good kid, man. I seen him out there in the street doing this, doing that. He's a good kid. He ain't out there on no dumb shit like a lot of these other motherfuckers. Those are the kind of conversations that you would have going to your father or going to your dad, your human dad here on the planet. That's what my dad was hearing about me, and that's what I was hearing about my son. My son had a teacher come by and try to trick me into believing that he had been selling drugs and all this other kind of shit and whatnot. Now he knocked on the door and I answered the door. I said, yeah. He's like, you Kinselo's father? Yeah, I am. He was like, well, I got some bad news. I'm like, what's that? He said, your son was caught selling drugs. I was like, no, he wasn't. He was like, yes, he was. I was like, no, he wasn't. It was like, yeah, he was. He's like, no, he wasn't. Why you don't think? Because my son know that I'll kill him if he got caught selling drugs. So nah. Not the fact that he could just get caught, but if I caught wind, even thought that he was selling drugs on any kind of level, he'd get the brakes beat off of him, and he knows this. Then it came out that he was his music teacher, and how when all the other kids are fucking up and doing shit, my son Kanasla would just be sitting there saying, "No, y'all getting yourself in trouble, and I don't want no parts of that, cause I know what I gotta face at home if I get in trouble with y'all doing this dumb shit." Exactly. Verse 3, he that teaches his son grieve with the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice in him. Okay? So, like I said, the way, hey, my kid don't do that. I ain't never had that problem. People talking about their sons this and their sons that. Man, I look. My dad put the fear of him in me, and I put the fear of me and my son. So, nah, he ain't going out there like that. Verse 7, I'm going down to verse 7. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels shall be troubled at every cry. Go coddle your son after you done beat his ass, had to, and you gonna be upset because of how you done did this or did that. Hey, you know, yeah, you should have fucking have to whoop your son, but at the same time, you got to man up and do what you got to do. The old cliche saying is, I'm gonna be your dad before I be your friend. Maybe we can be friends when you get grown, but I'm gonna be your dad first. I'm gonna beat that ass first. I'm gonna teach you right from wrong first. If somewhere down the road it develops that you don't want no parts of me because of that, then so be it. If you can understand what I've done and the shit that I kept you out of, and we can be friends after that, great. Jumping down to verse 7. He that make it true. Okay. Now jump verse 8. A horse not broken become headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. That means he's going to think that whatever he wants to do is right. Yelling at his parents, all that shit. I saw it as a kid with a guy named Keith King. Learned that lesson, was told by my dad not to hang out with him, got my ass beat, so I never wanted to be that kid. And my son had a guy named, what was his name? Panichi. I think his name was Panichi, was out there among a bunch of Caucasian Edomites. And he was trying to talk, your dad can't do this and your dad can't do that. Panichi was talking shit to his parents and this, that, and the other. And it was like, man, all right, here's what you let him know. And I let him know, guess what? I'll whoop your ass in front of them and have his mama and his daddy come by and see this so that they can understand how they can whoop his ass and still not be in trouble with DCFS or any of that shit and doing it. Cut all that shit out there. Them hunkies was like, they heard that, they ain't want no parts of him. All right. 9. Conquer the child, and he shall make thee afraid. See, you cower down to the kid or try to be the kid's friend, and he shall make you afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. I don't know what to do with this kid. I done tried everything. I done timed out him. I done put him in the corner. I done took away his games. I done did all this shit. And he's still hard-headed as fuck and does what he wants. You ain't put the right fire on his ass to get him to understand not to do that shit. Verse 10, laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him. Now, I'm not saying that you can't play with your kid. I taught my kid how to play, taught him how to throw a ball and all this stuff. Taught him how to ride a bike, all these things. Okay? But when it came time for the get down to have to get down, I was right there ready to deal with it. And I'm a single parent. I raised my son by myself. So it was. I got him when he was 2. He didn't run into his mama again until he was 21 years old. So that is what it is. Okay? Okay, laugh not with him, lest thou shalt have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Verse 11, give him no liberty in his youth and wink not at his follies. That motherfucker out there doing bullshit and talking about boys to be boys. You about to break that boy of that bullshit. Period. 12, bow down his neck while he is young. Bow down. Show him that there's somebody out there that's greater than him that he's going to have to respect and do. Okay? If you're a correct parent, you're following Yahweh Shah, and in return, these scriptures is what's telling you how you're supposed to run and govern your kid. So when he don't want to act right, you got scriptures telling you, hey, get that ass if you got to. Get that ass if you got to. Get his attention no matter what. Don't give him the option of not. Okay? Bow down his neck while he's young and beat on the sides while he is a child. Lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient to thee, and so bring sorrow to thy heart. Man, I saw your kid out there doing this dumb shit. He got caught up by the police. They put his ass in a paddy wagon and whatnot. So it was near so-and-so and so-and-so. So, you know, that district over there, so-and-so and so-and-so, you might want to call over there and see if your son is over there. That type of shit. Chasten thy son and hold him to labor, lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee. Chastise thy son. Get that ass and hold him to labor. Give him things around the house that he's responsible for he got to do. I had to cut grass. I had to take the garbage out. I did all these kinds of things. I had chores I had to do. My son, same thing. Clean this up, do that, wash these dishes, blah, blah, blah. Give him some shit to do. Teach him that it ain't a free ride. You got to do shit. You got to work for shit. Period. As simple as that. So, with all that having been said, this man and his nonsense is bullshit. And you've raised your children this way and tried to be their friend and not their parents, and that's why we got the state that we're in. Of course, the curses is a big part of it. It's an absolute cornerstone as to why. But this motherfucker telling you not to whoop on your kids is also dumb shit. And just because he got gray hair doesn't make him a wise man. So with that, I want to send all praises. I hope that's edifying. I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. Again, double honors, elder bishops, and those gentlemen. I want to send salutations again out to the brothers that's out here pushing the word on the street corners, doing these videos, edifying the body. For the hopeful elect, I hope that's edifying. And Kwam Yasharala and Shabbat Shalom to you all and to the rest of the world. It's coming.